I'm Harris Faulkner. Here today, Andrea Tantaros, host of Kennedy on our sister network, Fox Business, Kennedy herself. Kirsten Powers is back. We're glad to see her. And today's hashtag Outnumbered. And we have a very busy news day. I know you'll weigh in momentarily. We look forward to it. Let's get right to it now. It began as a relatively peaceful demonstration. Lou, I'm going to start with you. You know, what's going on here in Ferguson, Missouri is not happening in a vacuum.
I think that...
And people maybe, you know, showing up and best you deal with that. Rudy Giuliani this morning was on Fox News. So much they're in a danger zone. Though,
and are you going to acknowledge the bad things that they did? First of all, I didn't say only denigration. I said that
they have taken this country back 50 years in terms of race relations.
So how do we
but let's take it back for the next.
Who've been shot before Barack Obama?
You think it's a coincidence that two cops got shot last night?
Because
of what the administration
did. Then how do you
did.
explain police officers who've been shot before Barack Obama?
It has become a magnet for people.
Barack Obama for this murder or for these attempted murders, I think is outrageous.
To be clear, would you like me to go through the rest of the list?
Kennedy, I would love to ask you about something.
Please.
So now you mentioned going back. That's a salient point, what you say. This is fomenting at this point, and are the people who have to live every day. They want
a strong arm, ignored by the left and the President of the United States. Because it was a city. It is a town that has no future as of right now, primarily because racial politics were played by the president and many of his...
But Ferguson had problems going back.
Was not based in reality. The hands up don't shoot.
No,
there has been...
No, you did, Lou.
I'm
countering.
Not necessarily to communicate that it was a jumping off point, but just as fact, because that is part of the story.
It was a jumping
I can clearly see that there's a lot more to talk about here. And if they are doing... All right, let's move on. Serious new...
Republicans make this a big issue.
Their party or any candidate. So what do you think about this? Are they unfairly being rewarded for breaking laws and getting into this country?
I mean, they're going to, if they have income, they're paying taxes on, and then if they have a Social Security number.
Back down the rabbit hole and debate.
Who have very different versions of what amnesty.
I'm very in this.
Designer's name when you say it.
Botticelli.
All right.
We do have more about the shoes on the other side. It's going to be...
Baby, you're no good.
How shocked are you?
Slovakia and Poland.
Not everybody.
I mean, and Poland is a great place.
We're leading the Congo and Mauritania or whatever it's called.
Just something about it strikes me as off. Doesn't
really who they talk to and how widespread this would be. But if any portion...
Siri, and they're on Tinder trying to do booty calls all the time. So what do we expect?
Well, what if Common Core fails? What if you have another generation behind them who are going to do even...
He wants to second guess the story.
I thought you did a beautiful job in your...
Allowed to do what they want to do with a flag. It should be somebody who put his life on the line for our country.
Sure. I mean, he was also caught unpatriotic.
Because I feel like I know somebody, let's call her Ambria, who maybe has a pair of those, and I'm just saying, would they be offended?
Interesting.
Just asking the question.
In the context of what we've talked about all week long and how the campus...
They've dealt with it. They, vetoed it and said move on.
The point is, I mean, it looks like...
Or a banana hammock flag. Summer's coming.
Photographer is Lou
I'm just thrilled
for being here today.
Great to be with you.
Stick with us because we're staying right here for Outnumbered Overtime on the web, foxnews.com/outnumbered. Click on the Overtime tab. We have a live chat. You can chime in while you tune in. We'll be back tomorrow at noon Eastern. Happening now. Starts now.